When can you buy a Tesla with Dogecoin? Well, at some point, I think we should enable that. You can buy Tesla Mocha with Doge, which is cool. So Dogecoin to the moon. In fact, a lot of people maybe don't know the reason that I actually ended up sort of, somewhat endorsing Dogecoin was when I was walking around the factory at Tesla. Some people who were just, they were working the line, like not rich people or anything, and they said, "Can you please support Doge?" And then also, I was at SpaceX and also just, walking the factory, and some regular guys just said, "Hey, can you support Doge?" And I was like, you know what? Doge is the people's crypto, so I will support it. Because lots of rich people were supporting Bitcoin, but I was like, but the people on the line want me to support Doge, I will support Doge. So, Doge is for you.
Doge is for you. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Chris here. How's everybody doing? Back from a great vacation. We had a lot of fun. And we're back to it. So this is awesome. Dogecoin, 14 cents. It's not where we want it to be, of course. But it's better than 7-8 cents like it was. So that's good. We'll be looking at some price predictions that are quite ambitious, following what Elon said. We were talking a lot in the past few months about Dogecoin on X Twitter, being used as currency on X Twitter. And then somebody there at the Berlin Gigafactory asked the question about Dogecoin for Teslas. And I'd mentioned that a number of times, where Dogecoin for a Tesla could be a catalyst still out there. Elon says at some point in time. I don't know what that means, at some point in time, but he puts it out there. So we have that. Dogecoin is a meme coin, yes. And there are other meme tokens that are thrown into that same bucket that have been doing very well and getting a lot of attention, from Pepe to Whiff, Bonk and Sheeb, and a whole slew of others. I think Floki found its way into the top 100 there. And I know a lot of the Floki fans say, well, Floki has utility, and well, in its own little world, yeah. But it's not out there, right? People don't know about Floki outside of the sort of crypto sphere that we live in. Many are aware of Dogecoin, many more Bitcoin, but Dogecoin has that possibility of just being worldwide, becoming a real thing. And that's why we're here. I think that's why most of us are here anyway. So, welcome all. Let me drop down here in the corner. We're going to talk about Doge's utility. We're going to look at charts. We're going to probably look at some other coins as well. Got a take on Bitcoin. And then whatever else you guys want to talk about. So, yes, did have a great vacation. You can go to X Twitter here at ChrissPax, and got a lot of great photos that I took. Being an architect, of course, I love buildings. So most of it is buildings, a few sculptures, some paintings, some other stuff. The train ride, great food, wine, pizza, pasta, all of that. So yeah, great time. Rome, Florence, Pisa, Siena, San Gimignano. A lot of fun in Italy. I did not see anything regarding cryptocurrency in Italy. Nothing. I saw no Bitcoin signs, no anything related to crypto at all. For 10 days, didn't see anything. Well, except for what I saw on my phone, because I I did check the phone. It wasn't like I was going to be like totally removed from all crypto, but had to keep in touch. And of course, that intro clip there of Elon was a big thing that I missed. When I saw it, I was like, damn, should have been there. Should have been there for that. That would have been a fun one to cover. Unfortunately, the price has been going down. But so it has with Bitcoin as well. And with Bitcoin, what I've been doing is I've been tracking. I decided last night, something I was curious about is how Bitcoin has been trading between 9 and 4. Those are the times when the ETFs are trading. And I was like looking for patterns. And well, it's been kind of interesting. Up, down, up, down, up. And today was down right up till 4 o'clock. It's now coming back up. So that means tomorrow should be an up day if that pattern holds through of Bitcoin trading between 9 and 4 with the ETFs. It just I was looking for more of a pattern, like every Monday does it go up following a weekend. That wasn't the case. Certainly wasn't today. There's a big dump at the beginning of the trading day today. I think that was Grayscale just dumping a bunch of Bitcoins on the market, would be my guess. And that's why we were down. Overall, if I sort of look at the chart here, I mean, it kind of looks like we might be sort of getting this somewhat reverse head and shoulders. We've got that move, that move, that move, and this move up. And then it looks like we're starting to do the other shoulder there. And if that comes down a little more, then that would be what your classic reverse head and shoulders that you would see on the Bitcoin chart, which would be very bullish with a little bit more of a pullback. But maybe that was it today. So we could have that. But that's about all I see. There's just I believe Bitcoin was just overbought, hitting 73.6, new all-time high. I mean, here we were 2 weeks ago. We were watching the Bitcoin charts live. If you remember, we were on for like over 4 hours, hoping Bitcoin would break its all-time high, right, of 69, and it made it like 68.8, and it was so close. But at the same time, Dogecoin was hitting 20 cents. You remember that? That was 2 weeks ago. We were hitting that. Let me get to that. That's a 4-hour chart there. Let me get out of those lines there. That was a lot of fun back here on Monday, 2 weeks ago. We were so close. And Doge went up and hit 20 cents. But then had a huge dump the next day. Big dump. So that's the challenge Doge has. Every time it goes on a big run, it just dumps down. But recovered back up and was accumulating well in the 16s and 17s. We were just going sideways, but now we're dropping down again. So we had 13 cents late Sunday or early Sunday. So if you were looking at wanting to snatch up some Dogecoin, that 13-cent dip we had here on Sunday was pretty good. And then we just touched 14 cents earlier today. That's right there. So that's kind of where we are. Dogecoin is moving back up though to 1440. And as Bitcoin is moving up to 67.5, we'll see if Bitcoin continues to move up. And the rest of the crypto market as well. Overall, pretty much everything's in the red, particularly the memes. And that's Floki down 16. That is Bonk down 13 and Whiff down 9 are sort of the biggest moving backwards. Doge down 6, Sheeb down 6. So Doge and Sheeb not doing so bad, but certainly the other memes that have been pumping so much are seeing bigger retracements here. Avalanche, I've been talking about Avalanche for quite a while, and it just keeps going up. And then the other to talk about is Render, even though Render is now down 6.7% over the past 24 hours. If we look at our Kriss DCA portfolio, Render is now up 735%. 735% in our portfolio. So Render has moved up above Sheeb, Jasmy, and Bitcoin, and now at number 2. But we didn't buy that much Render, unfortunately. Should have bought more, but you never know. Yeah, our average price of Render is $1.45, and now it's up over $12 for Render. Our Dogecoin is still up 130%, but that's lagging. I mean, Bitcoin is 148%, but Jasmy is 370, and Sheeb is at 222. So, well, of course, Dogecoin has this huge potential still out there, and Elon Musk's statements at Giga Berlin, again, just putting it out there that he still supports Dogecoin. And at some point, he's going to allow Dogecoin as payment for Tesla cars. Again, the charts just didn't do much about that. Not much happened. There was a slight uptick, and then it just came right back down. We only hit 19 cents with that. Now, in the past, a statement like that would have sent Dogecoin soaring. Now, I think it's more like his words only mean so much. We're now needing the actions. We need the real thing to happen. And hopefully that doesn't take too long. But we learn to be patient. And I know some people were selling off and trying to chase the other memes because there's more immediate returns you're going to get in some of these other meme tokens. And I get that. You know, you want to make money. But sometimes you might go chasing those after they've already run, and you're trying to get on board, and it's too late, and it starts going down, and it doesn't recover. So there's always that risk of that happening. So you have to be careful of that. For the most part, I'm still a firm believer of a buy and hold strategy, DCA in, and you wait, and you wait it out. 4-year cycles, big catalysts, you wait for the big run, and then you start taking your profits. And that's what I'm sitting on. I haven't bought anything in crypto since that last Dogecoin I bought at 8.33 cents. I haven't bought anything else. Now I'm just in a waiting mode. So we're just hanging out now, just talking about what's going on with the news and all that. So let me check in the chat for a little bit, and then I'll get to the news and some other fun little things to cover with Dogecoin and others. Swish, thank you. Appreciate it. Pork chop, hello. Do it for family. Awesome. We are waiting. We are waiting. Rowan from the Netherlands, hello. Flying Tigers here. Mike is in the building. It was boring without me. I know. What can I say? But I'm back. It will be on our normal schedule, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday live, filling in with other videos along the way. So that'll be fun. Yes, Kriss is back. When do I think the next leg up is going to be? We're going to follow the market for a little while, is what we're going to do. Doge is just going to follow the market, and we wait. The big run up, if there's some news that leaks about Doge as payment for something, that will certainly start it, ignite it. But for the most part, it's still trailing a lot of the other cryptos in terms of gains over the past year. It's got a long ways to go. So being patient. Yes. Elon says you can still buy merch with Doge, but you kind of can't. That's correct. Elon has not been on the Tesla merch website in a while. There is nothing for sale currently in Dogecoin on the Tesla merch store. He did say when he initially started that it was a trial. But somebody made the decision somewhere to stop it. And the message didn't get up to him, I guess. We'll see whether he finally realizes that and starts opening things back up on the Tesla merch store. That would be awesome to do that. Doge Lux, missed you too. Missed all you guys. Note that when Kriss is back, we start going back up. We'll be watching that. That'll be good. So far, so good. We're up. Green candle so far. Had an awesome vacation. It was so good, Emil. So good. Every once in a while, you just got to detach and be a tourist and have good food, be out with friends, having a great time. That's what we did. Doge is the real thing. Yep. Frogtooth. Awesome. Jimmy, always positive energy. I mean, even in the bear market, my live streams didn't have a lot of people there because we were all hurting. But I was always talking about what is going to happen. And if you recall, and that's even in my videos, all of which are still on my channel, right through the bear market, that good times were going to come and we needed to be patient. We needed to wait it out. 14-cent Dogecoin, that's pretty strong. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not 7 cents or 8 cents anymore. And you're not going to be able to buy 7 or 8 cent Dogecoin again. I don't think we're ever going to see prices like that again. So now if you're looking to buy more, you look for the dips like we just had, just below 14 cents. And that might be it. I don't know. Hybrid, glad to be back. Yeah, pork chop. I was peaking. Yep. I was peaking. I've got to come to Australia or Austria. Sorry. Got to come to Austria. I've been to Austria. I was in Innsbruck. I was in Italy and had come up to Innsbruck and tried some skiing. It was fun. Many years ago. Many years ago. Hey, Pro, how are you? Price of Doge and SHE. We'll look at that in a little bit. When is Dogecoin going to get back to 20 cents? When Bitcoin gets back to 73 and is pushing all-time highs again, I think we'll see Doge pushing back up there. And that should be around the Bitcoin halving. So that is like 30 days away now. We got 30 days till the Bitcoin halving. Right around there. It's not based on time or date. It's based on blocks. Number of new blocks. Once they hit a certain number, then the halving hits. So thanks, Toss. Trip was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. A lot of crypto friends, some crypto millionaires all say crypto will run and plummet very early summer due to recession. No, there's not going to be a recession. We are in the United States, we are in a presidential election year. So the administration is not going to allow a recession. So the economy is just going to keep stumbling along. There's an FOMC meeting happening on Wednesday. It's going to be a nothing burger. There's no interest rate cuts or hikes, neither of that. It's just going to keep it the same. And everyone's going to be looking, reading the words. Oh, what does Jerome Powell say? Is he hawkish or dovish? Or it's nothing. It's a wait and see. They got to see the data. Got to wait for more data. That's what you're going to hear all Wednesday. It's all about the data. And it's going to be nothing. So there's always some price action. I usually watch Tom Crown Tom does a great live stream during the FOMC, Jerome Powell's speech, and the Q&A that happens. That's always fun. So that's usually where I am on Tom Crown's channel. And congrats to Tom. He hit 100,000 subscribers today. That was awesome. I was on there for that. Wished him well. That was fun. Tom's a good guy. If you like TA, a lot of technical analysis on charting, he does a really great job in that. And Jasmine, sure, we can talk about Jasmine, Joshua, in a little bit. KP, how are you? Hold 14 cents. Some thought we would be back at 10. I didn't. Once we hit 20, it was like, yeah, we're not going back to 10. 13, I didn't think we'd be this low, though. I thought 15 was going to be the support, and 14.9 would be your buying position, and it just kept dropping another penny down. I didn't expect that, but that was a worse sell-off than what Bitcoin had. So, but yes, you'll take 14 over 10. Doge will run in April, Razorback says. My Arkansas friend, I think it's going to be a little longer than that for the big run this year. I don't think it's going to be April. But I could be surprised. So we'll talk about the potential in just a little bit. Yeah, we've become jaded to the Elon comments, and that's true. Elon's words don't mean so much anymore. Every time he used to tweet or say something, back in 2021, the price of Doge would spike, and then it would just get shorted back down. That was crazy. Now it's like a huge thing, like what he said. Now it's like, I'll believe it when I see it. So we all know Elon now. We all know it. Having news is already baked into the price. Yes, I think so. I think Bitcoin went on a huge run, new all-time high, hit 73.6, and it was like, okay, time for a breather. And this is kind of where we're going to be treading water. I think Bitcoin will probably get back up into the 70s with the BlackRocks and Fidelities, continuing to have new ETF customers, and they've got to continue to buy Bitcoin. I think we're going to see the sort of steady increase there. And then post-halving, we might see a dip again. And I've been talking about that. And that's going to be another one of those, buy the rumor, sell the news kind of things. Leading up to the halving, there'll be some excitement about it and probably some good trading going up to the halving. And then we'll probably be in a lull for a little bit after. Seeing what the miners do. The Bitcoin miners, are they ready for what's going to come after the halving? Rewards cut in half. How are they doing financially? How much is their energy cost per rig? They got to figure all that out. And some may not survive, and they'll be selling Bitcoin. I think we're going to see that. Oh, Solana, Adam, you have to remind me of that. I sold Solana way too early and flipped it into Cardano. That was a bad move on my part. But I mean, look what happens with Solana, though. Not only does it have this huge allocation with FTX, which is probably going to continue to be sold on a yearly basis, huge amounts of SOL. And then the blockchain goes down for 6 hours. And now today there was some other stuff going on with Solana where transfers and things were being held up. Something was clogging up the blockchain. It's not a good blockchain. There's something going on with Solana there that it's not great. But compared to ETH, in terms of the fees and the speed, all these memes being made on Solana now, they're all taken off. You got all these meme token makers now. Instead of building on ETH, they're building on Solana. And so Solana is just getting all this volume. Look at Solana's price up over $200. That hurts me just because I used to own Solana and I sold it all. Oh, well, I took profits though. I did make a profit, not a 10x profit, but I did make some. And my Cardano's up almost 3x, but not the 10x that Solana went up. So yeah, there's that. That pains me. Thanks so much, Adam. Great to be back, Kumro. Book of Meme. Yeah, I saw it. Another meme token. I don't really follow those too much. Until it's really big, I don't really follow it. Cardano, new stablecoin. Actually, I had this set up. This is a good one. Rob at Digital Asset News reposted this from Rob Art, Crypto Coins Crew. After 7 years of holding and accumulating XRP, I'm finally able to buy a cup of coffee and watch the proud owner of this Lamborghini drive away. $ XRP. Because I always call XRP the stable coin. Cardano, yeah, Cardano is kind of that way right now too. That's what's been happening with Cardano too. Unfortunately, well, Solana just keeps rocketing up. Yeah. We have a little bit of XRP in our Kriss Pax DCA portfolio. It's up 4%. 4. That's 60 cents. That's weak. That's very weak. All right, top cryptocurrencies. What do we got? We've got Slurf trending. You heard about Slurf, right? God, that's the kind of stuff that just, whatever. You don't know who these devs are. And some of them obviously don't know what they're doing when they send their LP to a burn wallet and then mistakenly, right, trash all of the tokens that they were going to airdrop. It's just like, and then people just buy the thing. But here's Solana up at number 4, passes BNB, $90 billion market cap. That's incredible. Avalanche passed Cardano. They're kind of been going back and forth. And Doge just hanging out number 10, $20 billion. So that's pretty strong. Pretty strong for Doge. It's the ones down here in the 40s. Here's Pepe at 44. And here's Dog with Hat now up to 47. It was up over $3 billion market cap earlier. Now it's down to like 2.7, gone down 9% the past 24 hours. Oh, crazy. Pepe, whiff, and then Floki's here at number 61. It was over $2 billion, Floki was. But those are the meme tokens. But you've got Doge. All the people that have just said Doge is dead, Doge isn't doing anything. I mean, it's a $20 billion coin, number 10, just like it's been since 2014. Mostly hanging out in the top 10. It's been since it was created. It drifted down into the 20s and 30s, kind of in the 2019, 2020 timeframe, and then shot back up in 2021. And it's been up there ever since. It's kind of faded down to like 13, 14, but always comes right back up. That's a pretty strong coin. It doesn't have the huge gains going on right now that you see with Whiff and Pepe. And even Sheeb, although Sheeb was dead for about a year, Sheeb went on a big run earlier this year. Doge will go on its run, though. It's going to happen. You just have to wait. You just have to wait. And it's the utility. It's the utility that we're talking about here. So we start with Dogecoin price prediction. Here's why traders want to buy Doge at 13 cents. That's right. Now, this is coming from CoinGape, and they're saying 13 cents is a buy. And that's what we saw twice. Came down, touch 14 cents. On Sunday, dipped to 13.9. Today, it just hit 14 cents. It got bought right back up. So they're saying 13 cents. So that seems to be the new support line is going to be 14 with possible dips down to, with possible dips just below to 13.9 could happen. So we'll be watching that yellow support line there. But that seems to be pretty solid support right now for Doge. Now, I mean, that's granted that Bitcoin isn't going to go on some huge dump here, which I don't think it is. I mean, that's been strong buying here for the past hour and a half for Bitcoin coming back up. So we'll watch that. Now, in my video today, I referenced this article on Forbes, Elon Musk's dramatic return to crypto. That was his Q&A that he had at Giga Berlin, where someone in the audience asked, hey, will you accept Dogecoin for a Tesla car? And he said all the great things about Doge, right? When he started hearing about it from people on the line, whether in the Tesla factory or in the SpaceX factory, saying that they loved Dogecoin, wanted Elon to support it, which Elon already was. But then Elon goes on this thing about Bitcoin not being the people's cryptocurrency, Bitcoin for the wealthy and the elite, more the store of value, and that Dogecoin is the people's crypto. And that at some point, he said he would accept Dogecoin for a Tesla car. That's huge. That's huge for him to say that. And then he ended by saying to the moon, which was funny. Elon Musk's dramatic return to crypto falls flat as sudden price crash spooks Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin traders. So this guy at Forbes, this is Billy Bambra. He writes very regularly about crypto. He's saying that Dogecoin's price crash spooked Bitcoin, where it was really the other way around, in my opinion. Bitcoin was already trading down, and we showed that on the chart. Back to the 4-hour chart there. So this was the run up here on Thursday. And what was Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin was already up and started trading down. So Bitcoin was falling, which then pulled Doge back down. Doge didn't have a chance to run because Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market was going down. It wasn't Dogecoin that dragged everything down. No, Dogecoin was ready to take off. So Billy, I think, got that wrong. And then after he posted this article, he inserted this whole new part about, which supports what I was saying, that the crypto market has slipped after rocketing higher over the last week. Bitcoin price suddenly dropped almost 10%, plunging it back below 70,000. With Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Doge have followed the Bitcoin price lower. So that was it right there. So ETH, XRP, Solana, and Dogecoin have followed the Bitcoin price lower, which is different than saying that the sudden crash, the sudden price crash of Dogecoin spooked Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is what was in the title. So nice that he corrected that, because that is correct. Bitcoin lost 7% in 24 hours, fell to 1666.7, and Doge was down 12%. So, and that's typical with Doge. You see that Bitcoin falls, Doge falls at a greater percentage. That's how we live with Doge when there isn't this huge momentum of Dogecoin buying going on at the time. So, yeah, so that was tough. That was tough for Doge. And then in the article today, in my video earlier today, I referenced this article here by Coin Tribute, which is a great article covering Elon Musk's words about Dogecoin as well. But down here, they had these great quotes. And if you didn't see my video earlier today, you should watch it. Because they talk about the frenzy around Xi, Pepe, Bonk, and Whiff. But that is what they call this phenomena of memes. But Elon Musk, he just endorses Dogecoin. That's it. Now, there were some, there was the picture, right? So here's the St. Patrick's Day picture, right? That he posts, and he's got the dogs. And what are on the dogs? These little hats. And so Whiff takes off, right? Oh, all the Whiff community is like, oh, Elon is supporting Whiff now, and Whiff is going to be a coin on X and all of this. No, that's not what it is. That this is just somebody made this for Elon, obviously, because Elon doesn't do this himself. But Elon had to have directed this because of these little coins that are laying around here. So I don't know if you guys saw this. If you saw my video earlier today, you already know that. But these little coins here are actually Dogecoins. So we zoom in and we say, look, that's a Dogecoin right there. It's just like mine. It's exactly the same thing. It's got the D on it. The same thing as mine, sitting right there. And on the other side is the Doge logo, the Doge head on there, which is this one right there. So, yeah, there's a Doge there. There's a Doge head here. Some of these I can't read really what they are. It's a little bit fuzzy, but again, as I say, that is Elon. He had to have directed this to have the Dogecoin there, just as a little wink and a nod to just say to the Dogecoin community, I gotcha. I gotcha. That's what I think that is. He's not supporting other cryptocurrencies. Low roller. I don't know what the Pepe tweet was last week. I missed that, but I don't think he's supporting the Pepe token. It might have been a meme that had the Pepe frog on it for something. I don't know what. But he doesn't support the Pepe token. He's never talked about it. So I'm not quite sure what that is, but I'll look at it. I'll look for it and I'll see what that was. Brian Adams bought more Doge. Get Doge or die trying. Kumro, thanks. Hit the like button. Thanks for the reminder. I always get wrapped up in all the charts and the news. I forget to remind people. Hit the like button. Appreciate the support. Subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Join the channel. I'll be giving away Dogecoin to channel members when we hit that all-time high. I'll get to what I think that is and what somebody else thinks that is in just a little bit. We will get to that. $1.50 this summer would be huge, Jimmy, but that would be huge. Maybe late summer, early fall, when X payments, if they do get Doge on there, we will see. Yes, I'm back. Yes, I saw Doge went up a little and then came back down a bit, but there's still life in that Doge token. There's still life there. 15 cents to $3? Maybe. Boom is going to zero. That book of meme thing. Could be. Yeah, I did see the I did see the videos on X of the SpaceX Starship launch. That was awesome. That is such a huge rocket. Unbelievable. And of course, there were some of the typical media outlets that called it a failure at the end. I mean, it's just, you can't even praise for what it was able to accomplish. So, yeah. Can do, don't know, can do kid. Boom. With bonk, all these kind of coins going to zero. Only insiders make money. A lot of people have made a lot of money on whiff and bonk. Probably insiders made on Boom, and some other people who took a chance on it early made some money. Hope they sold and got out because it has no future. But Doge has a future. Bonk may have a future. We'll see what Solana does with it. But right, I mean, they had the airdrops with the phones, right? Those Solana phones. And then Solana's going to have a version 2 of their phone. And it wouldn't surprise me if somehow Bonk was involved in that. And Sheeb has this whole ecosystem from Shiba Swap to Shibarium to the NFT games, metaverse, all that stuff that they're building out, which is really kind of only followed in what I understand is people who are already in that Sheeb ecosystem. But it might actually grow into something. You don't know. You don't know. So I think it was worth me to put a little money into Sheep too. So I did that. Yes, SpaceX's third test flight of Starship was awesome. Jasmy's not dead. The Japanese economy has been having a tough time. And Jasmy is pretty much tied to that, I think. And we'll see what they do. The Bank of Japan is looking at raising interest rates, which will be a big move. And we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with Jasmy. I mean, we're up on our Jasmy here in our portfolio. Our Jasmy is up 370%. We bought it almost at the low, 0.0036. And now it's at 1.7 cents. So 370%, that's pretty good. Jasmy's not dead. And I think Jasmy's going to go on a big run when I have a little bag of Jasmy myself outside of this portfolio. So we'll see about Jasmy. That whole Don Lemon thing with Elon is hilarious. That's all hilarious. Don Lemon thinks that he's like, I don't know, one of the world's greatest interviewers, and he just failed miserably. You have an opportunity to interview Elon Musk. You don't try and trap him and stuff. Elon is way too smart for that. So Elon was just like, see ya. See ya. Yeah, spell token. Spell token's going to do great. I think so. Yeah, trying to impress CNN. And why? I mean, CNN let him go. Why he would go back to CNN and say, oh, I got to talk to Elon, blah, blah, blah. It's like, please. Please. Okay. Dogecoin. Dogecoin as a meme coin with utility. And what is that utility? Well, as somebody pointed out as a comment on my video today, which I had failed to mention, but I can't always mention everything again and again. I mean, I talked about like buying this cyber whistle, right? This is what I did buy in the merch store using Dogecoin. This was about almost 2 years ago. I bought this. This is the cyber whistle that I bought with Dogecoin. And it was just a straight sending Dogecoin from my wallet to Tesla's wallet. No BitPay or Flexa or Coinbase business thing. It was just Doge. Price was Doge on the website. You pay the price. It includes all tax, shipping, everything all included. You just pay that price and they sent me that. That was pretty cool. Ferrari enables Dogecoin integration for luxury car purchases. Dogecoin's adoption spreads further. Yes, you can buy a Ferrari with Dogecoin. Now it's through BitPay. Ferrari also accepts Bitcoin, ETH, a bunch of others, but they added Doge, which was kind of fun. So you can buy a Ferrari with Dogecoin? Yes. That doesn't make Dogecoin unique, though, because you can also use other cryptocurrencies, which I can see most manufacturers saying, if I'm going to accept cryptocurrencies, I'll accept a bunch of them, not just limit to one. That's what Mark Cuban did with the Dallas Mavericks back in 2021. He promoted Dogecoin because Dogecoin was all the rage then. But he accepted other cryptocurrencies too, also through BitPay. But I don't hear about other people using other cryptocurrencies to buy things. I mean, I just don't hear it. Like, you're not going to use your Solana tokens to buy a Dallas Mavericks ticket or a Ferrari. You're not going to use your ETH tokens, right? You're not going to spend ETH. You pay this huge gas fee on top of it to spend your ETH. No, you're not going to do that. You use something that has a fast transaction time, low fees, and has its own blockchain like Dogecoin. And that's what Elon had said a couple of years ago, is if Dogecoin devs can work on speeding up the transaction time, making the fees even lower, then Dogecoin wins hands down as a cryptocurrency. Now, Dogecoin can't process the transactions in like a Visa credit card can, but it can do pretty well. And it's never really been tested that much. There was some clogging up of the Dogecoin blockchain with the Doginals, right? The ordinals, the NFTs on Doge. And I would kind of prefer like that one away. And Dogecoin didn't have that and just did a currency to be the true transactional currency that Satoshi envisioned when he wrote the Bitcoin white paper. Doge does that. Bitcoin doesn't even anymore. You wait 10 minutes for a transaction to go through on Bitcoin. You want to wait 10 minutes? I don't know. This doesn't seem right. Now, if you're buying a Ferrari, you can probably wait 10 minutes, right? Big transaction like that. But for smaller transactions, no. That's really Doge. So, Stock Money Lizards posted this earlier this morning. Usually has Bitcoin charts, a bunch of other, but had a thing on Doge. Doge is different from other meme coins. It could be the one with a real use case. Again, this is following now Elon's statements about Dogecoin could be used to buy a Tesla car. It's making its way around. People have heard it. They understand it. And Stock Money Lizard says Doge is different from the other meme coins. So, not a Pepe, it's not a whiff, it's not a Floki, it's Dogecoin. And he says the chart already knows this fact, strong times ahead. And what does this chart look like? Well, Doge had two previous pumps, one at the end of 2017, one in 2021. And those two pumps were from 0.0002 up to 0.008 back in late 2017. That is when Bitcoin ran up to 20,000. Coins were running, Doge ran. Doge sold off. Then Doge was back down to 0.003, which is where I just bought all of that Jasmy, by the way. Just saying, Jasby could go on a run. And then we had the epic, late January run up to 8 cents in 2 days. Did almost a 10x in 2 days, followed by the April and May run up to 75 cents. So that was the second big run by Doge. We've gone through the bear market, and look what Doge is doing now, recovering. And with, Stock Money Lizards is drawing these lines, and their target coming up for the next run is $6 Dogecoin. $6 Dogecoin. Now, someone mentioned $3 earlier, which I think is probably a more realistic target following the big catalyst of Tesla and X-Twitter. And because Dogecoin has such a larger market cap now than it did these previous 2 runs, I mean, it's a $20 billion market cap. So you do a 10x to go from, say, 15 cents to $1.50, then you're 200 billion, right? And then you double that again to get from $1.50 to $3. So that's $300 billion market cap, which puts it not even where ETH is today, which is at 400 billion. That makes sense to me. Dogecoin is the 3rd largest cryptocurrency. That makes sense. We've got Bitcoin, store of value, got all these ETFs now, the BlackRocks, the Fidelities, getting all their wealthy clients. And you got a bunch more of other large institutions now are applying for their own Bitcoin ETFs with the SEC because they were to the first batch. And they see how much money BlackRock is making. And they're like, I want a piece of that for my clients. They want to offer Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not being used as a currency. It's not. It's like gold, right? You buy it and you hold it. It's digital gold. ETH, smart contracts. Now, Solana is making a run for ETH. Solana is up to number 4 now. Also smart contracts, right? People building on it. You got Pepe on ETH. You've got WIF on Sol. And then you've got Avalanche. You've got stuff being built on Avalanche too now. So Avalanche is moving up. But the big one is still ETH. $420 billion market cap. So the 3rd slot should be the currency, the actual cryptocurrency, which is Dogecoin. That's what I'm saying. That makes sense to me. That would be $3 Dogecoin in today's prices. That's where I think Dogecoin should be. It's right there. So we got a long ways to go. So we hold on and we wait for that to happen. But yes, that is a beautiful chart, isn't it? That's just a beautiful chart. Very simple. What's the next run up going to look like? This is a logarithmic chart, by the way. It's not a straight dollar chart. It's a logarithmic chart. So it goes based on percentages. If it goes up the same percentage as it did before, 6, 7, 8, $10. That was a previous chart I showed a couple months ago. It was a $10 price target. I'm just like, let's tamper it down just a little bit. That's what we're talking about. Doge. Doge. Fire Legend, thank you. Good to be back. Flying Tiger says, Doge is king. Yep. True low roller. You can make money on the new Memecoin pumps. Yep. You can do that. That's gambling. You don't know who the devs are for these, but yep, If you take a small percentage of your portfolio and you gamble on some memes, have a little fun with it. Don't put it all in on something low, like the book of meme. You don't know anything about the project. New thing like that, be careful. I'm guessing the Don Lemon interview, when it is the full, whatever the full is, it's going to be edited. I think so. There's probably going to be some editing there. We'll see. Piero, how are you? New in the crypto world. What are those lines in green arrows? Well, so that was probably the stock money lizard charts here. So this is looking in the past for the trading of Dogecoin. And that what he's doing is he's highlighting two previous big runs that Dogecoin went on. He's predicting a third run here. That's all this is. Simplistic view of the chart of Doge. I always use the current charts on TradingView to show the current prices. Red and green candles show prices going up, prices going down. And so this is what we always refer to. Current price, 1435. Could be better. That's what I say. Kriss left. Kriss came back. And here I am. Excuse me. We need a Doge to $3 song. I know. Doge to $1 just isn't good enough anymore, right? Yeah, put 5% in. Yeah, that's about right. Dogecoin for life, even after the bull run in the bear market. I'll always keep some Dogecoin. I'm not going to sell it all. I'm going to take some profits, and we will talk about that, but not now, because Doge isn't doing anything now. Yeah, 14 cents is better than 7 or 8 cents, like I said earlier, but it's not profit-taking time. Not profit-taking time. So, yeah, this low roller says to Piero, very lucky to enter at the start of the bull run instead of like a year or two ago. Or actually 2021, right? People who were buying Dogecoin at 60 cents, and that was their first crypto purchase. It was a long bear market for some of those people, but many of them were DCAing all through the bear market and bought that average down. We've had a lot of confessions here on the channel of people who bought their first Doge up at 60 cents, and they got their average all the way down into the teens by dollar cost averaging through the bear market. So good for you guys. Good for you guys. Yeah, I wouldn't be using a coach. You don't need a coach for crypto. You just hang out with us here. You hang out with us here. It's free. And you get to be part of this great community. So just hang out here, Piero. That's all you need. If you're paying someone to coach you in crypto, that's not good. Should never do that. It's your money. Unless you're like really wealthy, you've got someone, some portfolio manager or something, that'd be different. But I don't think you're that. Yeah, I shouldn't have sold all my Sol. I should have like kept half of it and just rotated half of it in. That was dumb. That was dumb of me. But hey, I just didn't believe Sol would like continue to maintain with all the problems that it has as a blockchain. Didn't make sense to me. But trading is different, especially with the power of the memes and so much being built there. So yeah. Who's selling Piero? Right. For example, my coach sold Doge this past week. But at the same time, I listen to Kriss and I'm confused. Right. This is not the time to be selling Dogecoin. You've got the richest person in the world as a benefactor for this coin saying that it's going to be used as currency to buy a Tesla car at some point in time. You don't sell when you hear that. You don't sell. You say, you wait. You wait until that happens. When Tesla announces they're going to accept Dogecoin as a currency to buy a Tesla car, the price is not going to be 14 cents. You don't sell your Dogecoin at 14 cents. Not financial advice, but I can tell you what I'm doing. I'm not selling. I'm not effing selling. Not now. Because this is what's coming. This chart is what is coming. We don't know when this is going to happen, but when this happens, it is going to be epic. It's going to be epic for Dogecoin. That's why we're here. Some of us have just a little bit of Doge. Some of us have a lot of Doge, but it's worth having exposure to Dogecoin in case this happens. It's worth the exposure. And then when you hear Elon say, at some point in time, we're going to accept Dogecoin as payment for a Tesla car. Crypto Twitter is going to go wild. It's going to be in the news. It's going to be everywhere. Everybody's going to be talking about Dogecoin like they were back in 2021. And Dogecoin is going to go up in price. 20x, 30x, 40x. We don't know. It's going to go up. Because people are going to be buying Doge. That's what we're waiting for. So this is just me, guy on the internet, right? On the YouTube, just saying this stuff. But you put all the pieces together, right? You put the St. Patrick's Day, tweet here, right? With the Dogecoin sitting on the ground. And you're like, look at that. And all the other little cryptic things that he's done over the years about Dogecoin. He's not doing it just for shits and giggles, guys. This is real. So we wait. We be patient. We have fun. Yes, that's what we do here on this channel. We have fun. And I talk about other stuff there. We talk about other coins. We can look at Jasmy, right? Somebody asked about Jasmy. We'll take a look at Jasmy. Yeah, 1.7 cents, not great. Go to the daily chart. We can see how Jasmy has just kind of sold off from that big run it had, up over 2.5 cents. Now down to 1.7. Not great, but it's just a start. And as Low Roller says, the real altcoin season hasn't even started yet. Hasn't even started. Because here's what we look at. We look at the 4-year cycles. Here's my 4-year cycles. Here we are, 4-year cycles. I show this again and again as a reminder. Not saying that everything that happens in the past is going to happen in the future, but there are these crypto cycles that have happened the past 3 times, where there's a Bitcoin halving, and then the year after the halving is the all-time high. This is just on the Bitcoin chart. So 2012 was Bitcoin halving. 2013, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. Then we had a bear market or dip year. Then we had a reset year, 2015. 2016 was the next Bitcoin halving. What did Bitcoin do? The following year, 2017, ran up to $20,000, a new all-time high. 2018 was a bear market year, another dip year. 2019, reset year. 2019, early Bitcoin kind of ran up pretty well and then kind of settled through the rest of 2019, leading into the next Bitcoin halving year, which was 2020. 2020 had an odd event near the beginning in March with the COVID crash, but it recovered. A bunch of people bought it back up, recovered. Started running at the end of 2020, had eclipsed its previous all-time high, but then new all-time high was actually 2021. The end of the bull market, late 2021, altcoins were running. Huge prices for altcoins was happening there, 2021. Not the year of the halving, the year after the halving. That's when the altcoins ran. So what did we do? We lived through the big dip of 2022, bear market, that was bad. 2023, Bitcoin had a great beginning of the year. Most altcoins didn't. But generally, Bitcoin traded pretty well in the reset year. Some altcoins starting around October 19th, just saying that was the date I called for a breakout from a descending wedge in many altcoins. Solana went huge. A lot of altcoins went huge leading up into 2024, which is where we are now. 2024, Bitcoin halving year. Now, as Low Roller says, the rules are already broken. Well, not completely, because in the halving year, we have had the price exceed the previous all-time high, but it never happened before the halving. It was always after the halving. So this year we had this special event of these Bitcoin ETFs and so much money flowing into Bitcoin, the price eclipsed its previous all-time high before the halving. So that's what makes it different. But that doesn't mean that the rest of the cycle is going to be accelerated or die off. We don't know that. The good things we have going for us are the general economy things. We are in the United States, a presidential year, always good for the economy, particularly when you think there's going to be a change in leadership, which right now the polls are saying there's probably going to be a change in leadership. Don't like to get too much into politics. But with that, you've got the Federal Reserve who, dealing with monetary policy, and what are they saying? They're saying the economy is good right now, but they're not going to fluctuate any of the interest rates right now. Going to wait for the data, see what's going on before they make any decisions. So we're going to have FOMC meeting day after tomorrow, but they're going to keep the interest rates where they are. Markets may react a little to it, but I'm not predicting any interest rate cuts until June. That's when I think it'll happen. It's probably June. Way too early for that, based on what the economy is doing. But it's not in a recession. Economy is doing well. Not great, but well. And as someone mentioned, right? Flying tiger, money printing, right? That's what's going to happen. There's going to be more money printing. That happens. So all of that leads to a generally good market conditions for trading. And we do not want, definitely don't want that. We do not want to see a big decline, and I don't see one coming. Not this year. So we'll see how it goes. My plan right now is to ride out 2024. That's my plan, is to ride it out. And then in the fall, late 2024, start seeing how the markets are doing, see where the prices are, see what's happening with not only Bitcoin and its continued accumulation and scarcity, following the Bitcoin halving, how it reacts the rest of the year. What are the altcoins doing? Are they running? And what is Doge doing? Is there a huge catalyst for Doge? Are we going to see Doge integration on X? Is X just going to roll out with fiat and then just not even address cryptocurrency at all? That's still a possibility. We don't know. But what Elon said last week about Tesla accepting Dogecoin for payment at some point in time, that's worth holding on to Doge for. So we'll see how that all plays out. But right now, I don't think it's too bad. And this isn't the time to be selling. I'm not selling anything right now. I don't think this market is the time to sell. So that's just me. That's just what I'm doing. And if you can wait 10 years like Flying Tiger, yeah. I mean, we're so early in the overall cryptocurrency market. We're so early. Sure. 10 years. I don't got 10 years. I'm a little older than you. I want to enjoy some of the fruits this time. So I'll be taking lots of profits. But not yet. Not yet. I don't think an inflation meeting will directly tank the Bitcoin price. We may have a sideways to slightly down day in the stock market, but I don't think Bitcoin will do that. I think Bitcoin's going to go up because it went down today. So tomorrow's going to go up. I'm still following my little chart here. Oh, it wasn't a 4-hour. What did I do that on the 1 hour? Yeah. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Next is up. That's what I'm looking for. These are trading between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock each day when the ETFs are trading. Right now, there's a pattern going on of every other day. So tomorrow, I think it's going to go up between 9 o'clock and 5 o'clock. Or 9 and 4, I mean. That's what I'm looking for. So that's what I'm looking at. And see if Dogecoin can hold 14 cents. Get back up over 16. Or are we just going to flounder right in here between 14 and 16 for a while? We'll see. AMC. Oh, JD. I don't think we're going to be seeing an AMC short squeeze. I just don't. I don't think so. Not all retailers investor isn't here in crypto. Yeah. I now have over $1 million. Doing okay. SPL, HBAR, 11. Not great. HBAR should be up on 14, 15 now. That whole karate combat thing that happened, I thought would be better for Hedera than what happened. That was pretty good advertising for them. And it just didn't really take off. So I was surprised at that. But we'll see. Yes, a Dogillionaire. Yes, right. I do not do airdrops, Piero. I believe in the highest security. I use a Ledger hardware wallet here. Yeah, link in the description below there for Ledger hardware wallets. And I do not attach my wallets to anything. I do not. Don't trust I don't trust anybody. I buy on exchanges and I transfer my coins from exchanges to wallets. And when I'm getting ready to sell, I will transfer coins back from wallets to exchanges. I hold a little bit still on exchanges. I do not do airdrops. I am not connecting anything to someone who's giving out something for free. Not worth it. Again, I'm a different type of investor, so buying all this cryptocurrency was risky enough for me, right? Getting into crypto as opposed to stocks, because I was all in stocks before. Now I don't have a lot in stocks. Still have some Tesla, still have a little AMC, still have some old Gevo and Workhorse, some of that low cap stuff that I was investing in 2020, and a little Apple stock. And then I've got my whole 401k plan, which is all in like Russell 200 and Vanguard. So I've got a big exposure to the stock market through that 401k. But again, I use that because my company that I work for matches my contributions, which is free money. That's like airdrops to me, right? Those are my airdrops, right? I get airdrop stock twice a month for free. I'm not connecting my wallet. I used to have a MetaMask wallet. It got hacked. No more. No more. Not doing it. So you can make money doing that, sure. But right now I am in the I'm in the DCA buy and hold and sell for profit is what I'm doing. I have some staking done. Exodus Wallet does staking. So I've got Algorand staked. I've got Cardano staked. I've got VeChain staked. And I am accumulating additional tokens through that. I have Harmony One staked in, what's the name of the Harmony One wallet? Garda. It's called Garda. But again, those are all like self-contained thing. I'm not connecting for airdrops to some third party that I don't know who they are. So yeah, Gerard says MetaMask wallet got hacked, but you had nothing in it. I had a few stuff. I had a few things in mine. Gone. So not doing it. Not worth the risk to me. And there's so many, I mean, you can read about it every day on X Twitter. People losing money, losing their coins. Fake airdrop announcements, connecting wallets to things. Not worth it. Now, if you do want to try an airdrop, my suggestion is start a new wallet and only put the minimum in there you need to, whether it's Sol or ETH, that whatever you need, just the minimum in order to cover whatever fee you need in order to claim airdrops. That I would do. Don't connect a wallet that's filled with other cryptocurrencies. Don't do it. Not worth it. Because you don't know what you're connecting to. You don't know what the contract is. You don't know. They can just wipe you out. Be careful. Piero is a teenager, guys. Well, Piero, you are ahead of 99% of the population at your age. By being here, listening to this discussion about investing in cryptocurrencies. So, good luck, man. Good luck. How can you convince your mother that a ledger is better than a bank? Well, Piero, that's a good one. That's a good one. Well, how can you convince your mother that buying cryptocurrency is worth it or not. I don't know. I don't know. That's a discussion you're going to have with your mother on what you're doing. I can't help you. You got to figure that out. I don't know what Ledger does as far as airdrops because I do not use Ledger Live except to plug this thing in, transfer on, and unplug. That's all I do. This is the Nano S Plus. It does not have Bluetooth. I don't have it connected except when I need to do a transfer on or transfer off. It's the only time I plug it in. It's the only time I use Ledger Live. It's not connecting it to anything else. I don't even know if it can do that or not. I have no idea. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. Security, hardware wallet, my crypto, my keys. That's what this is. Not touching it. Yeah, commercials on the live stream is something that YouTube started doing, AJ. Sorry about that. I should have come to Germany. I've been to Germany, been to Munich, and then went down to Neuschwanstein Castle. That was a great trip. But mostly it was Munich, Oktoberfest. What year was that? It was a while ago. 1993. That's when I was in Germany. That was a while ago. So, Matthew, I have a number of wallets. First, definition of wallets, not exchanges. So you buy on an exchange. It's a centralized exchange or a decentralized exchange. Most buy on a centralized exchange. The two I use now are Coinbase and Robinhood. Those are the only two I use right now to buy on. I used to use Binance.us. Again, I'm in the United States, so I don't know where you are, Matthew. But in the United States, we're kind of limited. You can always use a VPN and use some international. I don't touch that. I don't trade a Mexi, where you can't get verified. I'm not going to play those games. And yes, I'm not exposed to as many cryptocurrencies because I'm limited to what can be on Coinbase or Robinhood. I'm limited to that. But that's fine with me. There's so many cryptos. Coinbase has hundreds of cryptos. But there's some I can't buy. That's okay. I got enough. I got like 25, 26 different cryptos. That's enough. Do I miss out on stuff? Sure, but that's okay. I'm good. But once you buy on Coinbase, you don't want to leave your cryptos on the exchange. You want to own them so they're yours. If they're sitting on the exchange, they're not your cryptos. You've just invested in a crypto, but you don't actually own it until you move it to a wallet. Now, there's a thing called a Coinbase wallet that you can have on your phone, and you can set that up, and then you get your seed phrase, your 12 or 24 words. That is your secret, what they call phrase. That's the security that makes it yours. And then you transfer from the exchange to the wallet. You can do that right on Coinbase. Or you could, I use crypto.com as well. But that was just for Crow to try it out. And then I bought the Bone token because I couldn't buy Bone. You can't buy it on Coinbase or Robinhood. And I wanted that to be together with my sheep. So I did that. So Coinbase wallet is a software wallet. But then there's these other two big ones called Trust Wallet, MetaMask Wallet. Those are both have a seed phrase. You set them up on your phone. Now, if you do that, whatever you do on your phone, make sure you enable two-factor authentication. 3-factor if you can, the highest security possible. Because it's on a phone. You want to also make sure that your phone is password protected as well. because there are SIM swapping going on, and you don't want someone to SIM swap you and get access to all your stuff on your phone. So, I mean, again, security is the biggest thing. And I know it's a pain in the ass every time you got to punch in your code, right? Every time. But it's worth it, especially if you've got cryptocurrency sitting in wallets or exchanges that have phone apps. You don't want people getting into your stuff if they do a SIM swap on you and get control of your phone. So, and then there's what are called, well, Exodus wallet is also a software wallet. I don't use it on a phone app, though. I use the PC version of it. So it's just on a computer. And I use that because I can do staking with it. So I use Exodus wallet. You can also download an app, the Exodus app. I don't do that. I don't want that on my phone. I just want it on a computer so I can do the staking. And so I bought a bunch of Algorand on Coinbase, transferred it over to Exodus. And then I stake every time there's a governance session. I renew the staking on it. Then I bought VeChain at the time on Binance US, transferred it to Exodus. And Cardano I just bought. I had my Solana staked. I unstaked it, sold it, bought Cardano, transferred it over, and staked the Cardano. Bad timing on that by Kriss, but that's okay. So with that, you've got the wallets that you own the keys to. It's your crypto. It's not sitting on an exchange. And the rest I have here on my ledger. Now, Doge I've got in a number of places. Ledger, Exodus, some on exchanges. And then I have this other app, which for Dogecoin fans is a great little app. It's called MyDoge. It's the MyDoge app. Oh, it's looking for my pin. Here's my MyDoge app. I only have about 98 Doge here right now. I'll probably have to transfer some more in. I use this for tipping. I collect tips and I send tips through that. And it's only Dogecoin. I support Dogecoin, love Dogecoin, Dogecoin for tipping, Dogecoin as currency, have Doge in here. And then if I buy something like AMC movie tickets and I want to spend Dogecoin for those movie tickets, it takes it right out of the MyDoge app, right over to AMC, paid in Doge. MyDoge also has its own seed phrase. I've got them all written down in a safe place, my seed phrases. So that's another soft wallet that I use. Robinhood, if you buy in Robinhood, again, you don't own the cryptocurrency. Robinhood holds it in your behalf. They do have what they call a wallet system, but it's not a real wallet because you don't have the keys to it. But at least it allows you to be able to transfer crypto on and off Robinhood, which you didn't used to be able to do. And Robinhood got a lot of flack for that. And most of the Dogecoin community really complained. And they knew they were making so much money off of Dogecoin. 75% of their revenue in 2021 was Dogecoin trading. Of the entire Robinhood, it was from Dogecoin. So they listened to the Dogecoin family and they got some engineers working on how you can transfer on and off their platform. So they did that. And they charged 0 fees to do that, which was great on Robinhood's behalf. But then Robinhood also created their own software wallet, similar to what Coinbase did. There's a Coinbase wallet. Now Robinhood has created a Robinhood wallet, which is a separate wallet from the Robinhood system exchange that you can transfer to. And I set one up and I bought some Polygon on Robinhood, transferred it over. It was pretty seamless, just to try it out and see how that worked. So those are the different wallets that I use. There are a bunch more out there, but that's what I use. Brian uses Robinhood, doesn't have a wallet. I think your stuff is safe on Robinhood. It's a publicly traded US-based company. Robinhood's not going to go under. It's not like an FTX. So I wouldn't be worried about it. Just know that it's not your crypto. It's Robinhood's crypto, and you're just investing in the price is all you're doing if you leave it there. But you're probably okay. So AVAX. I've got a big bag of AVAX. It's one of my leading cryptos that I have following Doge and Algorand. Now, because I bought it at 16 bucks and now it's at over 60 bucks. So done very well on Avalanche. And so many great things are being built on Avalanche, from games to memes. Avalanche is great. Jupiter is a DEX on Solana. I don't really trade in DEXs. I don't use DEXs. And I know that the price of their tokens have gone up a lot with all of this Sol activity, which is fine, but I'm not trading in those. And then Chili's is a sports-based token. I really don't know what the utility is other than NFTs for like sports teams. I don't know where else that can go, but I think they're unique in that they have this use case for sports teams. So it can be early for Chili's and see where it goes, but it hasn't done great overall from what I know. So that's what I think of those. $3 Doge between now and 2030. What is just your fun guess? I think it's $3 by 2025, not 2030. And I give it a 9. How about that? I give it a 9. $3, 2025. That is how confident I am in Doge. A 9. We're going to see this in the next 8 to 18 months. We're going to see this happen. Just like Stock Money Lizards has charted it out. Rocket up. Can't wait for that to happen. Zippy needs to move. Oh, because you're in New York. New York's a pain. Even Elon says it. He says that getting a money transmitter license for New York is going to be the hardest thing. What about Binance? So being in the United States, there's Binance.us. That's what I have to use. And Binance.us, because of all the stuff that was going on with CZ and the United States, clamping down on banks that were supporting cryptocurrency exchanges, Binance US cut off the banks. And there was no way you can transfer money from your bank to Binance US anymore. Or if you sell your crypto on Binance US to USD, US dollars, you can't get the US dollars back to your bank. There's no way to do that now. You can sell to Tether, but then you've got Tether sitting on Binance US. You can't use that. You can't use that for anything. You could trade it for Doge, and then you could transfer your Doge to a Doge wallet. But eventually, if you wanted cash, you'd then have to retransfer that Doge somewhere else to like a Coinbase or a Robinhood, and then sell to US dollars. So what ended up happening is Binance US lost over 50% of its customers. The liquidity just dried up. The trading on that platform is awful because they don't have the volume anymore. So if you've got a lot of crypto, it's really hard to sell. because there's not enough buyers. So I don't support Binance US anymore, and I took everything I had off of it. I want to see Dogecoin $10 to $20. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it that high, low roller. Not this bull run. 3 would be awesome. Come on. 6, like stock money's charting up to 6. I'm not that confident in the 6. We're going to have a hard time getting over $1. 10 is up there. You never know with FOMO, though, what could happen. Huge FOMO. When Dogecoin's being used as currency, when it really is, it's going to be huge. Any thoughts on algo and post-quantum security? I don't know what that is. I don't know what post-quantum security is. Sorry. I just know they have an awesome blockchain, but they've had terrible marketing, and they had a bunch of devs leave last year. That all just wasn't good, and it just tanked the Algorand token price. Long bear market for algo. What's going to happen to it now? I don't know. I'm heavily invested in it. I do the governance stuff, get a lot in staking rewards, but it just has not performed well. 25 cents now for algo. Now, we bought Algorand into our Kriss DCA portfolio. We bought it at 10 cents. So we're up like almost 150%. 10 cents, 150%. That's pretty good at 10 cents. Unfortunately, I didn't buy all of my personal algo at 10 cents. So I don't have quite the same return as the Kriss portfolio has, but I got a lot more algo. So I'm holding the algo through the bull run. We'll look at where it is in the fall and next winter, and I'll decide what to do from there. But whatever the quantum computing thing is, I've heard this stuff about quantum computing breaking, keys. I don't believe it. I think that that everybody on the crypto security side is going to keep up with whatever quantum computing is going to do. That's what I think. So they'll keep up. And whether Algorand is already working on this post-quantum security, good for them, get ahead of the game, but everyone will be doing it. So Scree, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate it. Mana. I think Decentraland there had a great idea early. 2021, it was all the rage that there was going to be this big metaverse thing, and it just too soon, too early. The metaverse stuff was just so cartoonish, and I don't know. I don't really follow crypto metaverse stuff that much, so I can't really say. We can look at the Mana token. Haven't looked at it in a long time. Do not know what's going on with it. 61 cents. Oh, it did kind of go on a run here in February. That's pretty good. Early February was down here at 42 cents, ran up about 80% to 35, ran up to 78 cents, touched 80, but is now fallen back to 60. So it really couldn't hold that price up there. Again, I just don't think there's enough behind it. This was probably on a hype of something that they were going to do, is my guess. Again, I don't follow Decentraland news, so I don't know. But just looking at the chart, it looks like there was some bit of news about it, and it's just traded off. So this is all what they call overbought, right? You get a bunch of people buying in high on the FOMO, and then it sells off, and it sells off big, going from 80 cents down to 60 cents. That's a big drop. That's a big drop. Gala has its own problems. Gala has its two founders like suing each other. It's like, well, nobody wants to hear that. But this is a big run in March. This is a huge run. I used to own it. This was my price point here. It was 3.9 cents, but I sold it last year. Bought some something else with it. I don't remember what. Yeah, here again, Gala, same thing, right? Totally overbought. All of that, all the way up to 8.5 cents, now down to 5.8. I mean, that's a big drop. That's a big drop there. 33% drop. That's big. Again, a lot of this is just a hype of something, and then it just totally sells off. So there's a lot of that going on, it looks like, in the gaming world. Axis. $13, went up to $13, dropped back to 10. October 19th, that's the date I always go back to when the real bull market started. It's always October 19th, $4 then. Yeah, so now it's up, what, 150% since then. Like most cryptos, it generally about the same. Again, you can always take it back to October 19th. We were buying right up to that. We were buying Dogecoin early October for 5.8 cents, guys. 5.8 cents. That was awesome. Never see that again. A lot of charts looking to be set up, head and shoulders. Yeah. Do I think after April, Dogecoin will come back to 7? Come back. Do you mean fall back down to 7 cents? Or be up at 70? I'm not quite sure what you mean there. Either way, I don't see it falling back to 7 cents. Too much support here. It would only fall back to 7 cents if Bitcoin fell to like 40K or something less. Then we might see Doge back at 7 cents, but only if Bitcoin had a huge dump. 70 cents, that would take a big catalyst like the X payments integration or Tesla. And then, yes, we would see Dogecoin at 70 cents. And then some. And then some. So that's what's going on, gang. Look, right now, we're looking at Dogecoin trying to stay above 14 cents. We have Dogecoin as a meme coin with utility. We have people talking about it like stock money lizards. Doge is different from other meme coins. It could be the one with the real use case. And as I've shown, as I've said, that real use case is the Bitcoin white paper. What Bitcoin was invented to be real digital e-cash. So that's what we're looking at. Appreciate everyone being here. Give a like, subscribe. Appreciate all the support. And I'll be back again live on Wednesday, 5 o'clock. Hope to see you all there. Hope you all have a good evening. Till next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.